This is Finca Aravista. This is our house that we bought in Spain. I've been talking about moving to Spain. I've done a couple videos about retiring abroad, and I've talked about my house, but I haven't actually given you guys the house tour. I did a house tour over on my other channel, so if you're actually interested in living in Spain, go check out my other channel. It's called Uncorked in Rural Spain. I'll put it here so you can see what it looks like. But on that channel, I talk about kind of the daily life of living in Spain. I did a budget of what our monthly budget looks like. But here on the Retirement Mentality channel, I promised you guys a tour of the house. So I'm going to take you inside to see the house in a second here. But first, let me show you a little bit around the grounds here. We have a total of 35 acres of land here. A lot of it goes up the mountain, and then we have 5 acres down on the river down there. I'll pop a little drone video in here so you can see what that looks like as we walk over here. So where we're headed to now, this is kind of our main hangout area. This is where we do our outdoor barbecues, and eventually one day we want to put an outdoor kitchen over here. I was playing a little bit with some cinder blocks to see how I want it to look. But because it's summertime, we can't have outdoor fires here in Spain. So all we can do for cooking is on the plancha here. This is like a little black stone grill. We got this big, massive stone table. We've got some seating set up over here. We've got a hammock. It's nice and shady. So this is, when we're outside, this is where we spend most of our time. It's a pretty nice little chill area here. And then there's a trail. Well, we'll talk about the mountain trails in a minute. We've got a big fire pit area set up over there where we're gonna burn all that debris. We've been clearing a lot of land, making new trails. So in the wintertime when we come back, we got a lot of wood to burn. So let me take you to the next outdoor seating area. Camera girl, be careful on the steps and don't fall as you're shooting, as I almost fall down the steps. So this is our newest little area that we just built. I'm calling this the sun deck area. It's not really a deck, but that's what I'm calling it. We just cleared this land and leveled it out and put the fake grass down here. Before I get a bunch of hate about fake grass on the internet, because my wife follows an Instagram lady who has a bazillion followers, and she put fake grass down and she got a bunch of hate. And I actually got a little bit on one of my other videos just saying I was gonna do this. We can't grow grass here. This is rocky clay soil. We have 35 acres of wild salve property here, and we wanted a little tame area where we could put some sun chairs and lay out. And this fake grass may be made of plastic, but it doesn't require water. We live in a very area where water is very important, and it doesn't require gas-powered lawnmowers and gas-powered weed eaters and all kinds of stuff. So just keep your comments to yourself about the fake grass. We think it looks nice. Eventually one day we may want to put a hot tub over here, and the next project is going to be an outdoor shower that we're going to put back here. I just did a big lighting project, and we've got outdoor lights around here. It looks super cute at night. Maybe I'll pop in a little video of what this looks like at night. And then follow me down here. We've got another outdoor seating area. And check out these big old olive trees that we've got here. They have beautiful lights that light them up at night as well. I was just trying to figure out how old these olive trees are, and they're all hollowed out in the middle, and the internet tells me that they don't start to get hollowed out in the middle until they're 100 to 300 years old, and from 300 to 600 years old, that's where you get the big empty cavities in the middle, which all these trees have. So these trees are somewhere between 300 and 600 years old, which is pretty freaking cool. So come on, camera girl. Okay, come on, camera girl. Let's go around the corner and show them. This is where camera girl likes to sit and have her morning coffee. But on the way, we'll stop and I'll show you the view from here. This is why we call it Finca Aravista. We have a view of the Ara River down there. And finca means farm in Spanish, if you're unaware of that. So we just put a couple little chairs out here. This is nice. This gets the morning shade here. So that's why camera girl likes to sit here and drink her morning coffee and listen to the birds chirping in the trees and the river rustling by. So we'll take you back up now and show you, we'll go inside the house. Okay, so come on, let's go check out inside the house. Every grandma's house in Spain has these little what are these things called in the window?
Cortinas.
Cortinas. So here's a look inside of the house. This is the TV that came with the house. We haven't unmounted it yet. We changed the way the furniture was. We haven't done a whole lot inside the house. Most of the work we've done has been outside, but we do have the very important air conditioner in the house for the summer. And we have this lovely fireplace for the winter because it does get hot here in the summer and it does get cold here in the winter. We're in the Pyrenees Mountains. So all we've really done in here, we bought a new TV, new entertainment center, swapped around the furniture. We have this big, huge dining table, which has been nice. Anna's family and her cousins and her sister have been here, and we've had big meals here in the dining room, which has been fun. And this is our kitchen. Camera girl hates the kitchen. Eventually we want to switch it around and have the island come out here, have the fridge over there, and we're going to pop a new window in here. So we got big plans in here, but everything works and it's functional for now. So I'll take you out here and show you, this is where the real view is from our little balcony here. This is what sold us on the house. We've got views of the mountain, Peña Montanesa over there, and views of the river. We can just walk down the driveway, go jump in the river. It's pretty nice. We're close to a little village where we can go get supplies, and they have some bars. So I'll take you downstairs. We've got 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. One of the bathrooms is up here. I forgot to show you that. Then we've got 4 bedrooms down here. So this has a queen size bed in this bedroom. And then you've got 2 twins in this little bedroom. Then we've got another bedroom here with 2 twins. And then this is our bedroom, another queen. I say queen, the bed sizes here are a little bit different in Spain, but we didn't bring a lot of personal things with us. We have those masks we bought in Peru. We have some rugs that we bought in Morocco and some different things. But then we've got a full bath here. Yeah, the bathroom upstairs looks just like that bathroom, which is our guest bathroom. So that's pretty much it. Well, let's go upstairs and I'll finish up the tour. So that's the tour of the inside of the house. We'll go back outside and I'll tell you a little bit more about the land that we have, and I'll talk about the price of the house, kind of, but we're gonna make that a little bit of a contest here. So let's go back outside. Okay, so I thought I'd bring you up here and just let you see a little bit of what the land looks like. Down here on the lower half of the mountain, we own all the way to the top of the mountain. And down here on the lower section, it's pretty much all hardwood oak trees like this. Like, look at this big guy. This thing is ginormous. So we mostly have big oak trees down here in the bottom part of the property. Some of these like juniper looking trees like this. But I've spent countless hours out here thinning this out and chopping out all the lower branches of the trees like this so they look nicer, but also for fire safety because we're in the middle of a huge forest here. We're the only house around here for miles almost. So I've been making it look nice. I want it to look like a park when I'm all finished. I'm even gonna build a park bench right here. So this is what the lower section of the land looks like. And then on the upper section, the upper half of the mountain, it's mostly big, huge pine trees. So it has a different look and a different feel up there. We could log the upper section of it. We have it's zoned for logging. I don't think we're gonna do that, but we could if we wanted to. So this is the lower section where I've been clearing. I'm calling this the park area. And we spent a lot of time in there. And then we also have, there's old, kind of like a logging road that goes up to about halfway up the mountain. It goes, I'd say about a half a mile up. If I'd cut a trail that goes up the mountain this way and goes around and comes back down this trail here, and it's about a mile and that only takes us halfway up the mountain. So we got a lot of land here. We've been having a lot of fun clearing these trails out here, and I've got some game cameras set up out here to see what kind of wildlife we've got out here. So we've seen wild boars, foxes, badgers, roe deer, what else? Rabbits, and a genet, which is this really crazy looking animal that looks like a leopard crossed with a cat, crossed with a raccoon, crossed with a lemur. I've caught him on camera twice, so he's pretty cute. I got my game camera set up right here, so I'm gonna check that while I'm up here. But so here's the road that goes on up this way. There's my game camera. I got it sitting in this tree right here, so we'll see what kind of critters walked by here yesterday. So I kind of teased that I would talk about what we paid for the house. And instead of just telling you what we paid for the house, I thought maybe it'd be more fun if we did a little contest. You know, this channel started as a real estate channel, and I used to talk a lot more about real estate than I do now. Now I sort of focus on the retirement angle of things. But let's play guess how much I paid for the house. So this is 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. It's, I think, about 1,800 square feet. And there's some animal tracks right there that just caught my attention. It's about 1,800 square feet. And like I said, we're on 35 acres. We got 5 acres on the river down there that's a pasture. And I sell the hay to a local farmer that he turns around and feeds to his sheep. Check out this cool area. So yeah, so let's play guess how much I paid for the house. I'm gonna do another video over on my other channel where I tell you how much I actually paid for it. But if you put a guess down below and you get within, let's do the guessing in euros, because the conversion is kind of weird. So I'll tell you how much we actually paid in euros. And if you get within 25,000 euros, I'm gonna shave my beard off. And I hope you do, because I'm ready to shave this thing off. I started growing this kind of as a joke. I said, if I'm gonna live in the mountains, I should have a mountain man beard. And now I haven't shaved since we've been here in 4 months. So guess what we paid for the house? And then I'll put a link here at Uncorked in rural Spain. That's the other channel where I'm gonna put a video over there and tell you how much we actually paid for it. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing what my house in Spain looks like and what our land looks like here. Here's a little look around. I want to put a big tree swing between this tree and this tree, and then the swing would go way up here and way out there. I got a lot of fun ideas. So stay tuned to Uncorked in rural Spain if you want to see more about what's going on here at the house. I hope you enjoyed the house tour of this. And stay tuned to this channel if you want more information about retiring early. We talk about real estate investing. We talk about the mentality of retirement on the Retire Mentality. So thanks for watching.